Hello to all my regional MMA fans. LFA 130 just wrapped up, and 5 out of the 6 fights were by finish. So I'm just going to recap some of the ones on the preliminary card first. Brandon Brisbro defeated Jorge Apoletki via submission, rear naked choke at 44 seconds of round 1. Then Mark Johnson defeated Wes Ogan via TKO, ground and pound at 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Then you get Billy Elekana, who's representing Uprising MMA, with a TKO head kick and punches at 3 minutes and 2 seconds of round 1. So action-packed right off the bat. Then it gets very interesting. Daniel Gadley comes out, walks out, and can't get his nose ring out. Finally figures out that situation. And Darius Flowers is a guy that just fought a little over a week ago, took this fight on short notice, and ends up defeating Daniel Gadley by TKO, pretty vicious, at 46 seconds of round 2. He's Darius Beast Mode Flowers for a reason. Then we get on to Jalin Fuller defeating Gage Saunders via submission, rear naked choke. But that Jalin Fuller guy, he is a problem on the feet. He had a crazy flying knee, and his kicks were just so able to cover so much distance. Gage had nowhere to really go with it. And it was not surprising that it ended up only going to the first round. And then Gage Saunders calls out for donations or sponsorships for Special Olympic athletes coming up, because the Special Olympics are coming up. Then we go on to the female strawweights, which was very, very fun. Hilarie Rose versus Tiani Valle. Tiani has many, I think 3 knockout wins on her record, but she also has 3 losses, and they're all by rear naked choke. She's representing Extreme Couture in Las Vegas, and Hilarie Rose is representing Lauzon MMA over there with Joe Lauzon. So right off the bat, you could tell that Tiani wanted to keep it on the feet. That's what she was saying she was planning to do going in. She reacted with a kick that Hilarie caught, was taken down in the first, basically controlled for the first round. A little bit of ground and pound that she was able to get out of, but definitely a 10-9 in Hilarie's favor. Then it got into the second round. Similar situation happened. Hilarie was able to get her down, and Tiani just wasn't able to get out and escape from at any point. Got a lot of ground and pound in, and then she was finally flattened out, gave her back up, and was submitted for the 4th time in her professional career by a rear naked choke at 3 minutes and 35 seconds of round 2. Both girls are so freaking adorable. Before they matched up, they both touched fists and did a little smile at each other. I'm like, wow, this is the friendliest I've ever seen anyone look before going to beat someone up. Anyway, now on to not so friendly fighters. Marnic Mann came in there on a mission. She was going against Kelsey Arnesen, who had quite a bit of a height advantage over her, 5 inches, but still they had the same reach. Marnic Mann is 4-0, representing her state, her hometown of Montana. She doesn't want to move out of there anytime soon, and she has a really big fan base, and she has won by finishes up until this point. She did defeat Kelsey by split decision, and the ref scored it 28-29, 29-28, 29-28, and Michael Chiesa kind of said, was there any moment where you thought you might not have won this fight? And she was like, I think it was a unanimous decision. So she wasn't buying what the judges said, but that's why she usually doesn't leave it up to the judges. And she says that she wants the UFC next. She didn't bother making any call outs, and respectfully so. Then next up, we have the middleweights. I recently interviewed Ozzy Diaz, who ended up beating, I think it was Bruno Assis. And so now he's middleweight champion. You have Mariusz Ksiazkiewicz, tough name to pronounce. And he went on Dana White Contender Series, didn't win his fight, so now he's making his debut in LFA for a middleweight fight. And he was facing Brazil's Alessandro Gambulino. This fight only lasts until the first round. Mariusz beats him via TKO, knee to the body and punches at 1 minute and 29 seconds of round 1. So crazy, crazy, crazy night of fights. LFA always is delivering on the action. I definitely think the most entertaining one for me to watch was Jalin Fuller. He is very, very tall and lanky and able to use his size to his advantage. And when he even got to the floor, he kept it entertaining. But Billy Elekana too, very fun to watch. Got it done in the first round. And obviously it should be very interesting to see where Hilarie Rose can go in that strawweight division, because she has some knockouts herself too, but she showed some dominance on the floor. Everything about her game was, her ground game was very tight, very smothering. Tiani, not the hardest competition on the ground. She's much more known for her boxing, but she still made her win look very easy. So I think that wraps it up for LFA 130. Michael Chiesa was there in the Midwest helping out. So again, my fight of the night, Jalin Fuller for a second victory via submission, and Darrius Beast Mode Flowers improving his record to 10-5-1, making it 3-1 in the LFA Octagon. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and I will see you at the next regional MMA coverage. Bye.